Hey.
Good lord, you're loud.
Hey. How's it going?
I would never do that for the duration of me. Joel Wickelson sauce here. Same. We're gonna die by ourselves.
Actually, I don't have that.
House for
But I have a
I don't know much
whole...
about. I think that's how they like
So
it.
which way are we going?
Can you try to see?
It looks like we're talking to the House of Enlightenment first.
Oh, I know I have fighting books on me. Wait, respect.
Every time I get near mast, I think they're gonna arrest me. There's a code there. Get him, boys.
There is a Katana Infinite Comp. What?
Oh, this looks fun. This looks nice and cozy. Ooh, shit. I don't. Excuse me.
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged.
There-
Don't worry, we're doing everything we
rather
can.
question, right?
Oh, we're not.
Would you rather take
Sorry.
a punch from Goku
Can I help you?
or go to a pride parade every year?
Keeper Aquilas sent me. I need to talk to you about the pilgrim.
99% said take a good punch
Listen,
from
I've
Goku.
talked about this with
Bro,
him a ton
you
of
did.
times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But
like your
there
beard.
is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilas is describing.
Let's hear it.
A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they
Drifter.
think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions.
What, is his voice
If your
actor something else
philosophy is
again?
built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that.
I also hate the number 2 with the fire and passion. What did they mean each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up?
It's part of our core principles. There's no God pushing us to do good for some eternal reward. We have to help each other because we choose to. If no one takes responsibility for making the settled systems better, then we're just leaving it to the tyrants to bully the rest of us.
Maybe there's some message hidden in what he's saying.
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
I understand. And no, Joe, it's not the same
more.
voice actor. He's it's what a nickname that got passed around.
Let me know if I can help you.
I'm bringing.
What'd you think of?
I'm bringing 8 because it's sauce with us.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah,
Apparently...
That your ship that
Wait,
landed not
what?
too long ago?
Yeah, blood gland.
Sure is something.
Yeah, why was up? We need...
Pig busters.
A visitor? I have all
I
the
mean,
company I need.
I know you've talked with Keeper Aquilas about the Varun faith.
He knows not the
15?
truth. He sends another
forget,
to ask
15 by
more
busters.
incessant questions.
It's thirsty.
The great serpent
Make it
waits
20.
in the shadows.
Yes,
He will
sure.
entwine the universe, and all
Make
but
it
the
20.
faithful will be made as dust.
Okay.
That
It's 20.
is the truth. No more, no less.
Hold on, wait, how many is this in total? Oh, I'm 27. Will that work?
I admire your conviction.
The knowledge of the great serpent sweeps away all concern.
If that's the case,
There is only his inevitable return, and knows he's back.
Can 27 be divided equally?
Just
No,
a
it's
Clipper's
7.
pilgrim, do you not?
Should we
I will
try
tell
with
you
two
of him.
vehicles?
And then you will leave. Jinan Varun meets
Yep.
the unbeliever.
100%.
He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such
Oh, you only
is
need 1 second,
Jinan's
ammo?
conviction in the great serpent. He does
Go
not
ahead and take
hesitate.
it.
He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the great serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
I need to know the meaning of a word unity.
I have heard of no such
Respawn
thing.
added
If
a
it
new game mode
exists,
today.
it is a shadow
called question
that the
mark, question
great
mark, question
serpent
mark.
casts to deceive the
And-
faithless.
The description is your rockets will block out the sun, which is a reference to the Battle of Thermopylae.
I think I understand.
Then we are done. Leave me.
Right. Well, if we throw on the plague bus,
Once
then I'm
again,
grabbing
Bright
grabbing
saying
ammo again.
essay. Bright saying essay yesterday was like the. Bro.
Shit, say.
Yeah. I said,
Leon.
and I told him, I said, white people saying essay is the same as, excuse me, is the same as white people with
Just
dreads.
one quiet day. Not too much to ask for?
So he said essay.
And why?
I'm surprised I've yet to see the inside of a security office. Here's over the street continues.
Impressive, right? Gotta have more damage and more war than. Well, I said, do you think you can handle it? Because I'm
Appreciate you for aiding me in my joke.
Fuck! I said.
Oh,
Yeah, I appreciate you aiding me in my joke.
alright, let's go bite.
Get.
Oh, you're back. What did you learn?
Get.
Was there
out of
something
my-
hidden in their stories, like we thought?
Pull the trigger.
I did.
The enlightened story used the word
We
second
were friends
and
then.
two.
You want to become me?
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system.
Let me in.
What else did you learn?
I'm about to pull a cake. I'm about to
I
pull.
spoke to the Baroon Zealot.
Clark Kent.
Sister
Looking at
Genon
the
fought
wrong
4 times over 120
He said
days.
injustice. Remember?
If there
Looking at the
really
wrong
is a
page.
location the Pilgrim wanted us to find,
Yeah, big ass.
those do sound awfully like coordinates.
Goofy
Was there
ass,
anything
big ass.
else?
In your story, the Pilgrim contemplates
Saying
infinitum
every time you said it,
adenum.
something get worse.
That must mean something.
Big
Yes.
ass.
What he added to infinity.
Okay, that's how.
Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place,
Okay, now
we'd
you
need to know the
this.
name of the star system, wouldn't we?
Oh, earlier
Let's
it
see.
was just like
We have
Juggernaut
something
squad.
that could be
Said to yield a
coordinates.
blow to our right side.
Something that could point to a planet in the system.
That's why I say goofy ass.
But
goofy
what's
ass,
the name
because I-
of the
because
system?
of that juggernaut. That's
Infinitum
the reason why I said
addendum.
it.
Oh,
What if we break down the parts?
you
No
just saying it to the
systems
joke now.
named finite
You
or
better stop
add.
me. Make you call it fat.
That just leaves in and dumb.
Call me fat.
Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Call me that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do what we did last time, and I'm gonna make an outpost over here so we can access the locker.
So we got infinite ammo.
Yes, for the most part.
But where though?
Oh shit.
Why don't you just have one of these things at outposts for like air?
I already do have one.
You know.
Bitch ass.
Indum. That's the name of the
Yeah,
star
like I said,
system.
I already
Yes,
have one.
that's it. The second planet in Indum
Yeah, I already have one.
at 4 and 120.
Why not just do it?
That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place.
Why not just have?
And from
all the
there,
plague buses you mark
maybe
at the
you'll
same time?
find the true meaning
Why do we need
of
to mark at the same
unity.
time? Just throw the plague
Before
buster
you
and then put it
go,
down.
How did
You've
he,
now
wait, how did
spoken
he
to many
fit
different
in line?
perspectives
What the
in
fuck?
our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity,
Yeah, I can take a shit.
but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
Make your move correctly.
I ain't doing it right now, genius. What is this empty slot?
There's something sacred out there. Bringing everything together.
Ah, but what makes something like that holy? Gravity is
cracking
also a
out the
force that
fucking
brings things
shots, my
together.
brother.
Should that be sanctified?
You just told her to leave from our house.
Hang on, I took my glasses off. I can't see.
I didn't tell her to leave. She's still here.
No, that's just a natural force. Unity is something greater.
It is one of the great contradictions of belief. We feel the presence of something out there, but we insist that it is also everywhere. So you think this word unity describes that divine unknowableness that the pilgrim searched for?
Don't touch my
Well,
Give it.
I won't keep you any longer. This has been
Grab your
fun,
9.
I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Grab your 9 plague busters.
I thought you were telling him to grab his 9 like his gat.
Yeah, me too. I was like, oh, Joe. Hey, wait, what?
You doing all right, Comjo? We're home.
Oh my god.
What are you on my god, bro? What are you on my god, bro?
Into orbit now.
Fine, on burst mode.
No, don't attack it.
But
Okay, you gotta come up here. Alright. I'm also gonna be up here.
Joe, what?
God, we're here, different locations now? Like, it's your fucking server again?
I'm asking because, like, do you want everything to get right here and then we just touch it?
Oh, wait, where's my airdrops?
I want y'all to look out for you.
Where's my
It's
airdrops?
my fault.
Oh shit, I don't have airdrops.
Oh my god.
Hey, whatever. You got that shit. Alright, we ready?
In combat? With what? Hello?
Oh. Woo! That is cooking. Oh, I need a back there. That is hot.
Not built up yet.
Oh, that's hot.
Oh, that is a lot.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Landing space.
combat. Bang, bang, bang. Reloading, reloading, reloading. Dodging, dodging, weaving, dodging, weaving. Need help.
It's all rainy and shit.
It's only one
Right.
Zed, bro.
Bro, I killed them all. Bro, why is there a screamer? No.
I think Sam got lost. My next game I'll play after I beat this
console game.
What do you mean, nah, bro?
I actually have the same idea. I was gonna, well, after I beat Starfield, if I beat Starfield in time for Cyberpunk, then play that, or if I still have a few days to add on, I'll continue my story.
Captain Ethan, greetings.
Let's go, Sam.
Wait, hold on, why did you say it?
Huh?
Because it's my stream.
If you say I was about to close to the stream. And then, wait, so you telling me we can't say it, why can you say it?
Nah, you were going to use it in derogative.
I wasn't using it in derogative. They're using it in derogative.
I don't believe you.
So here's the
I don't
crux
care.
of my troubles. To accomplish anything, I need to work with
Do
other
you have
people.
more fires, sir?
I need assist. Yes, I'm currently cooking.
Yes.
I need assistance. I need workers. I need
Cooking right now.
hands.
Yes.
As we work
have
together, they
six more.
inevitably ask questions, and I can never help talking. I can never help talking, huh? What? That's not an English sentence. It starts innocently enough. They want help to understand how someone who believes in science can also believe in the divine. Or they have their own misunderstanding instilled by some borderline religious remnant. My weakness is my inability to let alone. I want them to understand, so I try gently as I might to nudge their minds along the right path. Then there are follow-ups and followings. The trouble is that I genuinely care for these people. It would be so much easier if I didn't. That last part, I relate to that.
Turn your back
I
for a
don't know if
minute
you
and
feel-
nature takes it all back. Not a bad place for a
I'm
pit
just
stop.
gonna say be alright. I don't know.
Why not, bro?
Alright, Kev, come on, let's go.
Can you hear me? Can you feel me?
Okay, what was your mind?
It's gonna be alright.
We are going.
At last, a bit of peace. A piece of peace. Is that anything? Is that funny? Why am I trying to be funny? Have they driven me mad at last? Is there a difference between writing to myself and talking to myself?
Nah.
The former certainly
Exact
seemed more acceptable than the latter. I recall again that that my mind is my own, and that even if only it exists, that is sufficient for me to believe to everyone and everyone else. The unity has restored me once more. This time I act alone for now. Myself is a formidable opponent. I should have expected as much. But vanity is, thankfully, not among my vices. Regardless, it turns out time spent in solitude is, in my case, time with a very sick man, or whatever it is I have become. I don't like this person. I don't like this person either. Today, in a soft voice, my assistant asked me if there was anything above the unity. It was all I could do to keep from shouting that I could scarcely comprehend the misunderstanding that would lead to such a question. It was asked honestly, and I answered as best I could, but if even my closest confidant here can fail to grasp the most basic of these truths, why am I bothering to explain any of it to any of them? Every word that drops from my mouth gets gobbled up, misheard, misremembered, misunderstood, and mistranslated before I can issue the slightest clarification. People are necessary, but people are madness. I attempted to withdraw to go off alone to commune with unity in my own way. They followed. Of course they followed.
I could really bend you here when you got a moment.
These are some thinking words.
Oh, shit, he just slammed on me.
He just dunked on your ass?
just slammed on me again. With no help from my teammate. But a
Joe.
simple fuck you.
Joe, did you get dunked on?
Oh.
I think Joe got dunked on. I called for help twice.
Not a single fuck you. How are you doing?
Not a single fuck you, what are you doing, or nothing.
Are you sure we can get a moment to talk?
Yes, Sam, I will talk to you when I have a moment. Does that say shin cream? No, that says skin cream. I thought that said shin. Why is there potatoes in the bathroom?
I isn't a potato.
Yeah, but I just munch on taters when I'm in the bathroom.
Are you ready?
That's what I do.
Oh, another one?
Wait.
Do you, Kevin?
Huh?
Do you munch on potatoes while you're taking a shit in the bathroom?
Oh, really? How you do that?
What?
I
Oh,
got
this is a
timer.
long
Hello.
one. I find myself thinking about his various past and my possible futures. I imagine continuing on the road, acquiring more power, more knowledge, and more development of myself. I imagine passing through once more to another world to begin the process anew. What is notable here, that the road does seem gratifying. Every step is one of the intrinsic reward, and I
Nigga, move, bro.
heard a noise. And I feel myself anticipating the pleasures in seeing a more contented version of myself in the
Damn,
future.
you just straight up fucking
Then,
leave,
for
huh?
the sake of considering all possibilities, I imagine if I took a different path,
Okay then,
if I stopped running, stopped seeking to gather my own power, if I instead embraced
You hear why I said,
I heard you.
twins of compassion I feel in my heart, and let myself care for the people who seem to gather about me wherever I try to work. If I simply lived and taught and perhaps brought others to the light and died. That road also seems gratifying. You already said that. I also see a contented version of myself in that future. Here's the difference, though. When I stop thinking about the glories I could achieve for myself, the pleasure fades nearly immediately. When I stop thinking about the staying and building something, the feeling endures. There is something more sustaining about it, more fulfilling. I don't know what this difference signifies, but I'm grateful for the time I've taken to notice it.
Ah, there we go. There we go.
The credulous simplicity of mundane humans never ceases to amaze me. My worst instincts, the evil spirit, draw me towards a form of contempt for them. But I remember that I am privy to that which they are not. I cannot and should not judge them for the lack of vision when I know very well the blinders which obscure their sight I once wore them myself. After all, I hope for their sake that they may someday understand it, but for my sake I wish to be left alone. Okay.
Oh, just leave that dude alone, man.
Leave me alone, bro.
If you came seeking the right answers, you will know what question to ask. What is the unity? I return your question with a question. If you have read my writings, what is the burden of people? People are necessary, but people are madness. Who is your most formidable opponent? Myself. Where does enduring contentment come from?
No, we're not gonna just try to shoot that thing. We gotta kill this juggernaut.
In growing, becoming better, stronger. That is an answer, but it is not my answer. Find my writings, read them closely. You bitch!
He's stuck.
What about that fat man?
You came here seeking the true meaning of unity. If you still wish to find it, there is a one final piece of myself in the next room. I found my own answer a long time ago, but not in the way I was expecting. I hope your journey gives you the truth.
Another one?
I just got full rush by Juggernaut.
Another one?
I don't know what the correct answer is. I might never. Increasingly, though, I am comfortable with not knowing. The more I reflect on being here in this world, in this time, the more I think it is precisely where I need to be. This time will be different. It won't be about me, so I won't have to run. I can actually build something with intent instead of scrambling to fix something that others create in my name. It could be something beneficial. It could be something. I could be something beneficial. I'm leaving behind that other person. This world has no place for him. Let him die. Let me live. Let me live to enlighten the blessed universe before me. You have found the end of my journey, but to know everything, you must find its beginning. On a high latitude, the island hides the scorpion, and the scorpion's sting hides the truth. What?
You know, traveling with you has been something else. But the best part is when we're charting course for the next jump. I never feel at home planet side. How about you?
That nigga is why?
I got some for him. Nah, hold him home still. I'm about
both
to
have the
I'm
charms.
gonna try these,
Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
try
in the
these
middle
things
of
today.
See, the people I don't get are the ones who never go anywhere. They stay in their own hometown, they just live and die there. There's a whole galaxy full of wonder and things you can never imagine. How can they be satisfied with one tiny sliver of it?
I ain't used to shit on him no more.
They only knew what they were missing.
I mean, right?
I got some for
I think
him.
everyone should at
Just
least get
wait,
out
Joe.
once. And go someplace, meet people. Get out of your comfort zone so you can really see that the worlds are more than just little issues and bickering. There's a mess of ugly out there, but my God, there's grandeur too.
New cultures, new experiences could be deeply enriching.
That helps you understand how this crazy place fits together. I want to be the code that finds something deep out there. Solomon got us here in a big way. I like to discover something that moves people. Makes them feel just a bit of what I feel when I jump systems. And not knowing what's next.
You always surprise me.
Always keep them guessing. Yeah, it's funny, as much as Jacob, my dad, cashes in on the family name, he's got no adventure in him. And I get it. It's dangerous, sometimes scary out there. But that's what exploration is.
Hang on.
Going off the map and seeing if there truly be dragons.
Here's the discovery, Sam.
I couldn't ask for better company.
Ah, damn it. I thought that was going to be his loyalty quest. Shit!
No, it's afterwards.
Alright. We'll be best friends, Joe.
Captain.
Hi, Vasco.
You see him too, right? You know what? Hang on. I got something for him.
Oh, don't go nowhere.
I want to try some. Put two there, yeah, yeah.
Let's put this bird on the ground.
Greetings, Captain.
Hi, Vasco.
Those ruins, they look ancient.
Hey.
Vladimir would go nuts for this.
Okay.
Barrett too.
That's not good. Alright. Where is the gun?
What the hell is that?
There he is.
Silver.
How many shields I have? 97. Okay. You up. This gun gonna break mid-fire this war fast. But Hey.
What the hell?
Hey.
Okay. All right.
Oh, wait. Wait a minute, wait.
Okay. So what?
Yeah, the way you handle it.
Let's look around before we get any funny ideas. There we go. Ammo box. 9 mil, that's about it.
So, hang on.
You got a catch.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Thank you.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Alright. Ready for the next wall.
What's army tent do?
Huh?
Army. Yeah.
Oh,
The army outpost. Yeah, fine to get to them. I thought we locked up. Let me see something.
Go to the last star in the
No, we just locked up
constellation.
from. Oh.
big juice.
But do I got weapon jam? She does.
Ready?
Wait. Yeah, we just lost one.
Home slice.
Hi, buddy.
I had no one else but to be ready.
What do you mean?
I'm throwing it this time.
Did you think I couldn't have found you again? Extinguish that little spark of competition for the artifacts before it grew stronger. I wanted to see what you would do. And I haven't been disappointed.
Arrow on the loose. His head's exposed.
There we go.
Now it's all starting to make sense. You should come aboard. There's another starborn here who is very interested in meeting you.
I can speak for myself. Constellation ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want.
A ceasefire meeting. With a starborn at war?
Not a bad description, actually.
We'll explain when we meet. In
Y'all people are hard to trust. And who's the second Starborn that's guaranteeing my safety?
Let's just say they're very dedicated to stopping me from getting the artifacts. So if you don't trust me, well, they're your next best bet.
I know your encounters with our kind have not been pleasant, but we are here to talk, and you deserve answers.
Good. See, we can all get along. For now.
So, Miss Stay Up Late reading under the covers? Did you learn anything new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't real. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate.
Whoa. What the
Hello.
fuck?
Again. You remember the Emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise.
All we ever wanted was to talk. You attacked us.
Yes, we did. We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We are all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The Emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should.
That doesn't justify murder.
And who gets to say that? You? Me? The Emissary? I have debated morality for near infinity, and all I have found are groups of people enforcing their will on others. Rules and laws spoken as principles, but backed by arms and violence.
Enough. We have more to discuss. The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
Who the fuck is...
Not a relatively expendable Dusty anymore, are you? Look at where you've ended up.
What the fuck?
I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who ran to the Eye. I left you behind to protect the artifacts, and the Hunter killed you.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours.
So, this Unity... Exactly, Joe. What the indeed? This Unity is where the artifacts are from? The temples?
They are all connected.
But both of you are trying to keep people from it.
I have to. This is bigger than all of us. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The Emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp?
What the fuck is happening? You've been to the Unity multiple times? What does that mean?
It means I've seen thousands of universes, collected their artifacts, been to their temples. You have a small taste of their power, but it keeps going.
Keeper Aquilus? No. Some other version of the same person.
You're learning. My other self wants you to walk the path he walks, to give up, to appreciate the universe you have. Easy for a person to see everything done, everything. I think you should see it for yourself. You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides.
Whatever war is going on between you two, I want no part of it.
You're already in it. With artifacts come Starborn searching for them, fighting over them. I want a truce between all three of us. Give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine or the Hunters?
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
God, y'all look
We're
so
not the
fucking
same people
cool.
we met in our universes. Still, it's good to see you again, old friend.
The Unity is meant for whomever can get there. Don't fall for that talk of worthiness. You might think the Emissary is on your side, but your persistence is what forced them to tell you the truth. Remember that.
What is the Unity to you? Why kill for it?
Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. Over and over. I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easiest pathway to it.
After you attacked the lodge, you let me go. Why?
To see what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the Emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the Emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, packing through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on your own. That's new. I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore.
You called the Emissary a hypocrite. Why?
They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, employ force. All the things I do. I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with their gifts. That is your decision, not someone else's. The Emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter. But the Unity itself doesn't judge.
Okay. You had this meeting because of me?
No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. But it's the usual affair. Can we make peace? No. Oh, how tragic. Honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept tending. And it's a bad habit I started a long time ago. Perhaps I just like meeting the Emissary to gloat. But you have provided something quite new to talk about. Maybe you're a random die roll. Or maybe the Unity is finally responding to all my hard work.
Okay.
I'll tell you everything I can.
Can you please stop talking as Barrett? What happens to you? What happens when you enter the Unity?
It's not an easy experience to describe, but the Unity will speak to you, offer you the chance to become Starborn. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion? Or is it testing us?
Who was I in your universe? What was I like?
Different? I never know who you are when I meet a new version. But so much of you stays the same. It's hard, but each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again, as yours won't have its real me.
So you try to protect the artifacts, keep them from being abused.
You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, they get more artifacts, find more temples, gain more power. We can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy whatever's in their way.
Yeah. Make a hard save before you make a choice and enter. What exactly is the Armillary?
And all the artifacts are assembled. The device they create is called the Armillary. In many ways, it's a model of the multiverse itself. Through it, you can reach the Unity. And from there, you can become Starborn. Before you leave, I want to give you something. A way to another artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be. Seek the moon of old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover for yourself. Here, to open the way.
Earth's moon? In the Sol system?
Yes. I will say no more.
Thank you. All I ever wanted was answers.
And I am sorry we have not always been forthcoming. I hope you will see what I have seen. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure that they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned. But I will leave that to you.
Hello again.
Yeah? I certainly do.
Hey, it's my personal savior. Thanks again for the assist.
Hey, good to see you.
Yes, indeed.
I don't... I would be lying if I say I'm not confused. Such a badass ship.
We're unlatched, free and clear.
No, we're still in one piece. Landing struts primed, retros firing.
Captain Ethan, do you require my assistance?
Half of my struts are off the ground. But that's fine.
We're walking in history here. Man, how long has this just been sitting here collecting moon dust?
Whoa. There we go.
When I accepted the assignment up here, we were told to bring a couple of personal items. Some psychological studies said it helps when you're away from Earth this long. I brought my grandmother's old abacus. I would play with it on her lap, and she'd teach me the Russian for all the numbers. She, just got word that she passed. The next shuttle isn't for 3 months, so I won't be able to go to the funeral. Goodbye, Babushka. Thank you for teaching me math. It brought me to the moon.
Okay.
You need something? If you need me to haul something.
This place looks like it's
This is genuine NASA tech. Whew, goosebumps.
cool.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. I admit, this is not the most disciplined team I've ever run. Malcolm keeps stealing computational time on Voltaire and thinks I don't know this. And Sabina's been distracted lately, but won't tell anyone why. I really should demand answers from both of them. But honestly, I'm too preoccupied with this contract. We all are. Despite anything going on in our personal lives, there's something special about what we're building here.
You ever get jealous? You know, the crew in the shipyard? Building the actual vessels that are gonna travel the stars?
We're literally on a base on the moon.
Oh, come on, Sabina. I'm trying to share my dreams here.
Well, your dreams are always out there and never here where the rest of us live. Can't you just be happy doing your job?
Where's the fun in that? Okay, confession time. Being single on a moon base is the worst. I only get like an hour to use the communication link to Earth every couple of days. And let me tell you, there's long distance dating, and then there's like long distance dating, you know? Oh, hey there. I'm a scientist, deadly employed, willing to take you out for coffee in like 6 months when I'm back from space. It's not a great opening line.
You seriously can't get a date? You're an astronaut.
Hey, no one asked you. Voltaire really is something else. A supercomputer so powerful they put it on the damn moon to keep it cool. Although by that logic they should be running it purely in the vacuum of space. But hey, good marketing material. I've been spending some off hours running some dumb simulations just because I can. My favorite so far is simulating the sound of every duck on Earth quacking after receiving a piece of bread. You didn't know you wanted a real-time sim of feeding all the ducks, but now you have it. You're welcome, humanity.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. Voltaire is being reconfigured for this new initiative. The math we're being asked to crunch is ambitious, even for a supercomputer. We might as well be asking it to count every grain of sand in every desert on Earth. Who came up with these original equations? Our partner isn't being very open about it. Every question I have goes through some discretionary channel. I'm surprised we even know we're working on a ship.
Whether the Voltaire is a highly proprietary supercomputer that is currently being contracted exclusively for the use in Project Prism. It is not meant for your own personal projects. Yet it's amusing to see just how much decimal points of pi you can calculate, how many bits of encryption it could brute force, or whether it could simulate table tennis with a perfect aerodynamic simulation. But there will be time for that later. Now I need everyone concentrating on how I think Project Prism be held today. I would like everyone to suit up and join us on the roof at 9 EDT. Reminder to please sync all watches to Eastern Daylight Time. Our partner will be on radio for the launch. I mean, I know what's happening, but I don't know why I'm here.
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Canaveral, are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
Go to NASA. Guess I'm going to NASA.
Ready here. Order's good too. Everything looks so pretty up here. We're in orbit.
Gear looks green, ready to land.
Back to it.
Captain Ethan, it is pleasant to see you.
I am literally shaking. This is amazing. NASA. Wow.
Yeah.
There has to be an elevator that gets to the good stuff. Man, oh man, please tell me it still works.
Power required. Power cell required. Emergency power cell. Shit.
That colony ship's got a story. You can just feel it.
Still, do I go down? Well, I guess we're going down. Shut your ass up.
I'm up for a little adventure. Do you want me to...
All that. Leads outside. I'm a genius.
Where were you meant to go, baby? And why didn't you get there?
Oh, snow globe.
I don't know about you, but a fella could... I'll carry anything you need.
Okay. Goes out this way. Can I pick up the broom? I can't pick up the broom. Enter NASA. That is a fucking weird ass mission objective. I think of the part in, or the joke, or the cutaway, that's the word. No, wait, no, it's not the cutaway, fuck. It's the episode where Peter gets confused and takes the wrong kid from the park whenever Lois entrusted him in watching Stewie. And so whenever he puts the fake Stewie in bed, and he goes, wait, you're not my baby.
I hope Cora doesn't get too
And
much
then he goes,
of it.
all
If
right,
you're
baby,
looking for something-
your name's Stewie, I'm your dad, my name's Peter, and I work at the NASA. I work at NASA. Find information about NASA. This is dope as fuck. I am all for this. What the fuck was that?
Pre-flight check. Remember, no agricultural products past here. And hit up the duty-free first.
Did you just... Don't throw shit at me. Oliver... No. Well, it's my... I guess it's my book now. Desk phone. Kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone. I'm sorry. NASA research computer. The final vitals and suit seals checks are essential. Yes, we've come a long way as far as tolerances. Yes, the number of people cleared for launch is much higher than it used to be. But these people's lives are still in our hands. I know there's rumors that the next launch is slated to be cancelled, but let's not have that be on us. Assume it's go time every time. Your professionalism is what makes space travel just a little bit safer. Maybe use every ounce we can. Delivery from Mars.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatian. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars?
I like your accent.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatian. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handrefs, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in material science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab.
I joked that maybe he found a little gray man and was doing an autopsy.
Station log. Dr. Judith
been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then, I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
Okay. And
Just how big is this place?
well, it is very big. Is that a snow clip? Snow clip. Aw. Pamphlet.
This is so cool. Man, I could spend hours down here.
We're probably going to, buddy. Oh shit. Space rock display. Desktop sundial. In 1971 to 1972, the lunar rover was used for the last Apollo mission and could carry 2 astronauts. The chevron tread patterns on the wheels were made from titanium to help maintain traction on the moon's surface. The rover was fully electric and ran on batteries whose power was intended to last for the duration of the mission. This is cool as fuck. Developed from the Apollo mission to reach Earth's moon, the F-1 engine was a single-nozzle liquid-fueled rocket engine that could generate over 6 million newtons of thrust each. 5 of these would be used in the Saturn V Super heavy-lift launch vehicle. The power of the F-1 was critical in providing the necessary lift to launch rockets from the surface of Earth towards stars. I'm sorry. In 2150, scientists first predicted the destruction of our beloved Earth. Atmospheric phenomena would cause breathable air to sputter outside of Earth's gravity, dooming all life that remained. Estimated 50 years until the end has given NASA and other space agencies around the world of the opportunity to migrate humanity away from the certain death into the stars. Thanks in part to the development of the grav drive, humanity will live on. That's kind of sad. Ow. Look for the Opportunity rover on Mars. The Mars Exploration Rover program launched in 2003 and allowed for the remote exploration and study of Mars. 2 twin rovers were made, nicknamed Spirit and Opportunity. While Spirit ceased communication functions in 2010, the Opportunity rover continued operations well into 2018, exceeding its initial planned time by over 14 years. Cool! Oh, what's this? From the Apollo 11 mission, the lunar module Eagle was the first crewed spacecraft to touch down on Earth's moon. Eagle's counterpart was the command module Columbia, which the lunar module needed to both separate from and eventually reattach to. Columbia would take astronauts to and from the orbit of the moon, while Eagle would bring them to and from the surface. This is a colony ship? NASA partnered with Nova Galactic, the creators of the volatile supercomputer, on an ambitious aerospace project to pool gravity itself. The result is the first spacecraft capable of faster-than-light travel. The first successful voyage saw astronauts reaching Jupiter in moments, what would have previously taken years. What the hell? Adapted from a design originally intended for high-altitude aircraft, the Mercury spacesuit would undergo several modifications to deal with the pressure, oxygen, and thermal considerations. Even though the cabin of the Mercury spacecraft itself protected against the rigors of space travel, redundancy has always been key. In the event that the cabin were to depressurize and expose astronauts to the vacuum of space, their Mercury spacesuits would be able to offer a critical extra layer of defense. What's with the pose, though? From 1958 to 1963, one of you... Excuse you! From 1958 to 1963, one of humanity's first human spaceflight programs, the Mercury spacecraft was designed to fit a single person who would be sent to test a person's ability to function in space. 6 flights in total were launched, at release being a 15-minute suborbital flight, and the last being over 34 hours and completed 22 orbits. Mercury suit pog. I can mine.
You might want to stow some of that. Just a suggestion.
From 1965 to 1966, in many ways, Project Gemini, was a learning mission. While NASA's ultimate goal was to put a human being on the moon, many questions has to be answered before the Project Apollo could even begin. Gemini was tasked with answering how a person could survive in space over many days, how to connect spacecraft together, and how to improve spacesuit technology to operate outside of spacecraft. From 1968 to 1972, Project Apollo was the first successful program to put humanity on Earth's moon. The first moon landing that occurred on July 20th, 1969 was actually Apollo's 11th flight, with all previous launches testing all the modules, orbits, and other critical data needed to ensure the astronauts could reach the moon and return safely.
Any day you make it, I wouldn't say no to...
Damn, this shit is heavy. While long-term missions in space began in the late 1990s, with programs such as the International Space Station, humanity began living on other planets almost 100 years later. Small outposts of 5 or fewer scientific research teams eventually gave way to entire colony effort on Mars and other orbiting bodies of our solar system. Are you gonna say Shax is, or just put that fucking sound alert every time I see a fucking planet that's in Destiny? Snowed up.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish it.
Man, the galaxy's too...
Oh, we're just done. Alright.
I don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies.
Judith.
Shut the hell up.
Colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me. This is where they figured it out.
I have been trusting.
Hard science, the settled
We keep
system.
slamming our heads against the brick walls, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
Too bad about the cave-in. But at least the museum was intact.
I don't trust Victor. I just don't. He's weird. Bro, just trust me. Just like that. Hitman Advanced Old Earth Pistol. Ooh. Oh, that is clean. Damn. I'm not liking the sounds that I'm hearing. Go backwards.
Why do they even bother logging it?
You know, I don't know. Corrosive Advanced Old Earth Pistol. Power required. Why do you make so much damn noise? What the hell? I knew it. Oh, sorry.
Massive damage.
I don't got many friends, so I figure I gotta level with you.
Oh, okay.
My past keeps showing up. I should get ahead of it before I get behind it. Hell, this is tougher than I thought it was gonna be.
No matter what happens, Sam, I'm in your corner.
That means a lot. You know, when I turned 18, my dad used one of his many connections to get me my first real job. That, plus the magical Co family name, meant I was shipping freight out of Aquila. There's a way to take the wonder out of space. It was working for that outfit. Every milligram of helium-3 accounted for. Timetables down to the second. Too busy to ever really appreciate anything. Or even look up.
All of the charm of accounting wrapped up in bureaucracy. Joy.
Yeah, that's about the size of it. So, an opportunity comes by from the boss man. He says, run this job, don't ask questions, and there's a bonus. Hell, I was still just a kid. I jumped on it. I knew I wasn't shipping some dried mangoes, but suddenly, God help me, it was fun.
Well, this will not end well.
You think? So, more jobs started coming. And everywhere I went, suddenly dangerous people were much better armed. There were conflicts and civilian casualties, innocent casualties. And I'd pretend that wasn't me. Maybe I wasn't smuggling weapons, maybe I was carrying something else. As long as I never open the boxes, I can keep pretending.
You know you didn't kill those people.
Not directly. And I tell myself they'd get guns from someone else. But in my heart, I knew blood was on my hands. Soon the boss man's relying on me, and the pay was nice. We also started partying a lot together. Hard. There are whole weeks that are blank. Never had a lick of trouble. Till I did.
Didn't you know you were walking a very dangerous path?
I had booze enough, and drugs enough, to never really have to look too hard in the mirror. I knew if I did, I wouldn't like what I saw, or where it was going.
Sounds like your boss took advantage of you.
Yeah, but it takes two to tango. To this day, I don't know what I was running that last job. But it was tasty enough, a whole mess of Crimson Fleet jumped me at the rendezvous. Yeah, a sane man would have been scared. But I looked at my pissant trading skiff's dual cannons and shouted, "Oh, this is on!" Yeah, I blew up one of the pirates before they realized that I was out of my gourd. I managed to get them down to 2 left before every system I had was fried. I was done. And that should have been the end. But that's when the Rangers showed up.
Taking a fleet vessel with a skiff's cannon is impressive as hell.
I don't even know how I did it. Pure instinct. But it wasn't enough. And then, dependable and straight as an arrow, Lillian Hart came on the comm, and well, it's like hearing the voice of an angel. The Rangers took them out, no problem. Oh, that's fuzzy, though. See, I passed out. And when I came to, Lillian was there. Seems the Rangers were impressed with me. Offered me a job. Yeah, by all rights, it should have been a prison cell, but Lillian, she saw something in me. And I took the job. And that's it. All my cards are on the table.
You aren't that kid anymore. Probably a better person for it.
Well, after I hit bottom, I learned a lot. Fast. But the thing that scares me is Cora. I mean, I gotta tell her someday. Sometimes the way she looks at me, I'm not worthy of that. But to see that look gone...
When she's older, and the time is right, you have to tell her.
Well, ain't that something to look forward to? Just so you know, all this is why Lillian is something else. And I know you're right. I need to let her into Cora's life in a big way. I just need to get up the nerve to talk with her. Well, for now, let's do something more cheery. Like getting a root canal.
Damn it! I thought that was it. So that's what's written on Vasco. He's from NASA. Get a look at you. Never mind. Sweet.
I must confess, share the wealth, right?
Inventory. You get your own 45. There you go, buddy. Check all badges before allowing access. Access? Yes, even the generals. I don't care how angry they get. They are direct orders from the secretary. Absolutely no phones or recording devices. All written materials, clipboards, notebooks are to be checked on exit from the labs. Confiscate anything with confidential information on it.
Project log. Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space. Somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us? It's all going to be possible.
Project log. Dr. Judith Cassien. I watched the gravjet test from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming. And, well, it could take years, decades, before we know what all these side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
I don't know what to make of that.
I wonder what they stored here. We're getting close to the good stuff, I can tell.
Bitch.
And bingo.
Nice. Whew, shit. Excuse me. Another fucking... Oh.
All you.
I guess not. Oh.
You did it.
Damn. You're escaping me. Oh my god, you scared the shit out of me, Sam. Release artifact requires key. Overrunning power through the prototype. Secure all loose objects and have researchers empty pockets remove jewelry, watches, etc. Reminders that the corner of the drive contains a specimen that is irreplaceable and all data is under the strictest clearance. Exercise all caution with all research materials and ensure information does not leave this lab.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Emitter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
As requested, the astrophysics research team has done a full analysis of the data you provided us. The measurements of the Earth's magnetosphere show clear signs of fluctuation, often in correlation to the periods of frequent and large gravity wave spikes emanating from the moon. These gravity waves should be affecting the as our magnetosphere falters, its ability to protect from the sun's solar wind falters. Beyond the devastating effects of solar radiation, this will lead to something more dire. To Mars, a planet studied since the early stages of space to see into the Earth's possible future. We are afraid this future may be closer than we ever thought imaginable. It's when the Earth was dying.
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from the satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the problem, under the guise of an emergency update to the fueling pumps.
We're talking about the end of Earth, and you're trying to be subtle about it.
Judith, the last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be our only option.
To what? Are you seriously saying we should abandon Earth?
The timeline is under 50 years. A blink of an eye for a planet, but more than enough time for a human exodus.
And what do we tell people?
We say it's an act of God, one that science has found a solution for. Time for humanity to take its place in the stars.
You knew, didn't you? You lied to me. All this time, I dedicated my life to this discovery, Victor. And you knew we were going to kill off our planet?
You haven't seen the future I've seen. There's an infinite expanse of promise out there. A meteor could hit Earth, a plague, another world war. Colonizing other galaxies secures humanity's future for all coming generations, across all time.
At the expense of our home.
Stop it, both of you. All that matters is building enough ships to get everyone off this planet. And we need to start now.
I'll draft up a statement. the entire international community. I'm sorry, Judith.
There isn't a planet in this universe that will be far enough away from you, Victor.
Oh.
We are never speaking again after this is over.
Shit.
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we have done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
You probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars, but I kept what was really happening that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equation, the test on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also had told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. Well, what price would I be willing to pay for the future? Maybe you didn't believe me. Maybe Judah was right, and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars.
Dear God. So we caused it. It wasn't some terrible accident. Grav drives, and this.
I'm trying to tie this all back to what the Hunter and the Emissary have been telling me. Okay. Get off of me. What? What? Gosh damn, you scared the hell out of me. Like that. Ooh.
Another fool. We got company, I think.
Who are you calling a fool, fool?
Glimpse the infinite. Time to tango. Never wise to be in my way.
Where the hell are you?
Everything ends. This is my favorite part.
Freedom. It was daytime when I entered.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlock the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
I still don't quite understand what I found. Can either of you explain?
Every grav drive in the settled system
Dang it, my
was
poor
built on
LB button.
technology. It came from an artifact that was discovered on Mars. But these early drives shook the gravity field surrounding Earth. Eventually, the atmosphere started to slowly sputter away into space. That's why Earth is uninhabitable. The artifact gave the scientists a greater understanding of time and space, not the wisdom to see where that would lead.
The settled systems wouldn't exist without the artifacts, in other words. We owe what happened here in NASA a great debt.
I could see both sides of the argument. I agree. Humans' destiny was the Earth, was the stars anyway.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? And what gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the Emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That's why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
The Emissary is right. The artifacts need to be in the right hands.
Join me, old friend. We can collect the final pieces together.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not his old friend, remember? You're from another universe. Don't try to manipulate him. Okay. I couldn't win you over on philosophy. How about pragmatism? I'm more powerful than the Emissary. Than any other Starborn. And you might not understand why, but I want you to succeed. You've never gotten this far before. I need to see what happens to you.
That's a tough choice to make. On one hand, we have the Emissary, who's more diplomatic. But then we have the Hunter, who's a pragmatist. But he also is just in it for himself. Only now did the Hunter start caring for something more than himself. I'm not going at this alone. I'm picking one side. I don't know which side I want it to be.